In a busy city in California, there lived a man named Ethan Cole. He was 32, worked as a marketing analyst, and spent most of his days staring at screens, phone, laptop, TV, repeat. From the outside, Ethan's life looked fine. A decent job, a small apartment, a few friends, and an endless stream of entertainment at his fingertips. But deep inside, he felt lost. Every morning he woke up tired, not because he worked too hard, but because his mind never stopped running. Jumping from one thought, one notification, one worry to another. He used to have dreams once. When he was in college, he wanted to start his own creative agency, travel the world, make something meaningful. But years passed. Deadlines, bills, and social media swallowed his time and attention. He would open YouTube just for 5 minutes and lose an hour. He'd scroll through LinkedIn, comparing himself to everyone doing better. At night, he would say, "Tomorrow I'll get serious." But tomorrow always came with another distraction. One evening, after another long day of half working, half scrolling, Ethan's manager told him something that hit hard.
You're talented, Ethan, but you're drifting. You need focus, or you'll get replaced by someone who has it.
That night, Ethan sat in the dark, phone glowing in his hand, feeling the weight of his choices. He realized he wasn't tired of work. He was tired of being unfocused. He had lost control of his own mind. A few days later, while jogging in the park, he met an old man sitting quietly on a bench. The man was sketching something in a notebook. Calm, focused, peaceful. Ethan stopped to drink some water and, out of curiosity, asked,
"Sir, how do you stay so focused? I can't even sit still for 5 minutes without touching my phone."
The man smiled and said,
"Because I decided long ago what matters. The moment you know your destination, distractions lose their power."
He introduced himself as Mr. Jacobs, a retired Navy officer turned art teacher. They began talking every week after Ethan's jog. One day, Mr. Jacobs gave him a small challenge. "Tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, write down one sentence, your goal for the day. And then before bed, write whether your actions match that goal." It sounded simple, but it wasn't. The first few days, Ethan forgot. The next few, he wrote but didn't act. But slowly, he noticed something. Every time he wrote down a clear goal, his mind felt lighter, sharper. Weeks passed, and Mr. Jacobs taught him more. He said, "Your mind is like a room. If you never close the door, anyone will walk in. Ads, fears, other people's opinions. Discipline is simply learning to close the door." Ethan took those words seriously. He began training his mind like a muscle. He set phone-free hours in the morning. He scheduled deep focus blocks. No emails, no notifications. He joined a gym, not for fitness, but for mental structure. He replaced endless scrolling with journaling, writing what he was grateful for and what he truly wanted. At first, it felt uncomfortable. His brain demanded stimulation like a kid begging for candy, but every time he resisted, it got a little easier. 3 months later, something changed. He woke up earlier, more energetic. His work performance improved. His boss noticed. But more than that, Ethan began building clarity. He remembered what he once wanted, to create something of his own. He began freelancing at night, designing ad campaigns for small businesses. One project led to another. And within a year, Ethan left his job to start his own creative agency, the dream he had buried for nearly a decade. On the day he opened his small studio, he wrote a note on the wall. Discipline is the bridge between goals and reality. He smiled, remembering Mr. Jacobs on the park bench and how one sentence changed everything. In today's world, distractions are the new addiction. But the cure isn't more motivation, it's discipline with purpose. When your goal is clear, your mind finds peace. And when your mind is disciplined, your world starts to move in your favor. If this story spoke to you, take a moment today to write your own goal. One clear sentence. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, the moment you discipline your mind, your life begins to change. If you want more stories that help you grow, please like, share, and subscribe to the Growth Valley. Until next time, stay focused, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.